If you are a married woman and you're constantly naked, you're just forever naked on the internet. People have this idea that they are, I guess, not responsible for their virtual behavior. Like they do things online that they would never do in person. It would be very bizarre, right? If you're a married woman and you're around a bunch of young guys, not your husband, and you strip down half naked and you put your butt in the air. You're just like, hey guys, what's up? Hey, I'm Emma.
Men go their own way not for the hell of it, but because too many women are hoes and still want to act like they're single even when married. A girl like that might be a good pump and dump or friends with benefits kind of partner, but not your wife or your mother of your kids. These hoes ain't loyal, and it's about time they get a reality check. Well, they might face it when the wall comes through and they're only accompanied by cats. Let's check some comments. Any woman, not even just married, have respect for yourself, ladies. Let's not just give the goods away to everyone. When Candace says, everyone agrees, when a Muslim woman insisted on being modest, everyone shouted for her to go back to the Middle Ages. Ah, I love the double standard. Exactly. It's not about telling women how to dress, but keeping everybody clothed in the name of public decency. There's kids growing up in this world. Meanwhile, these people labeled influencers are teaching them sexual dances. Social media is making people do a lot of things they would never do in their real life. Okay, I'm not gonna do the Valley Girl voice, but hey guys, I'm Emma, had me dead. Speaking of how important it is to call out these modern day women, here's what men must do in a relationship setting. Spoiler, this will save you lots of problems and grant you peace of mind and a hoe-free life.
I'm not too proud to admit it.
Women are the ones that control the dating marketplace and sex. So since women control that, right, with great power comes great responsibility. Since you're the girl, you need to take overt steps, right, to protect yourself from being a thought. Let's just keep it 1,000, man. Like half of the game of being a man, right, is keeping your girl in check and correcting bad behaviors that are not conducive to a good relationship. The problem is that we live in a world now where girls have a lot of hoe behaviors ingrained in them, right? And it's on the guy to get rid of those bad behaviors. Oh, you want to go to the club all the time? You want to do drugs? You want to be with your girlfriends that are all sluts? You want to be on boats? All this other shit? That's cool, but you don't deserve a relationship. And I think if more guys put their foot down and let girls know this is not acceptable behavior of a girl that I'm going to take seriously, more girls that acclimate. The problem is that guys don't have the balls to put their foot down and say, no, this isn't acceptable behavior. And here's the thing. No one's going to force y'all. You do what you want. But I'm not going to give you no fucking commitment if you're going to behave like you're single. Yeah. I'm a clown for that.
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, there's not a lot of guys that have balls in Miami.
That's true. But you, for example, he's saying you can get a man by your looks, by how you walk, how you dress. But can you really retain that man after a while? Probably not, because you're doing these things like traveling alone, wink, wink, clubs alone. It's a turnoff.
Girls don't get it. Like,
well, guys who have options, the guys who have options are going to choose their best options. The same way that women with options will choose their best option. But the way a man ranks his options is going to be different than how a woman ranks their options, right? And a guy who's going to be prioritizing women who he thinks are actually going to be loyal and more feminine and fall into that feminine role, if all other things being equal.
I think the hardest thing that for women, most women to accept in these scenarios is like, you might be able to get this like really great guy that's really hot and has a lot of money and is very successful and whatever for like a night. You can hook up with them or whatever, and maybe hook up with them a couple times more. But if you want to keep behaving the way that you're behaving and you don't want to listen, you don't want to follow his lead, you don't want to do these things and kind of stay at home or only go out with him, things like that, he's going to realize like you're not going to be an option for him.
Simple as that. And look, when some chicks call MGTOW misogynistic, they neglect that MGTOW is all about freedom of choice. If a woman wants to advertise herself and dress some type of way, she can go ahead. But she'd better face the consequences, aka getting used by a bunch of dudes and attracting the bad boys and not husband material kind of men. When a man hangs out with bad women and gets an STD or cheated on, it's just his fault. This is the double standard we face today, guys. Let's keep watching.
So you just kind of have to realize, like, if you want a man at that status and that energy to give you those things and provide for you and have this nice life, or, you know, that you want to build with him, then you have to make a sacrifice to keep that. And if you don't want to make that sacrifice, then that's okay. But you have to accept that, you know, you're losing what you want.
What if he's cheating on you? Are you still going to accept that?
Well, I think now you have to like kind of rewind that, because if I'm dating a higher status man, okay, and he has a lot of money, and I know that I'm taken care of. Okay, he loves me very much. He provides me. Everything's great. Everything's cool. We do things together. But sometimes when he travels, you know what? I don't care. And I think that it's easier. I think it's easier when these scenarios don't work if the man is not high value. If the man is not making a lot of money, and if the man's not making a lot of money and the man is not like providing and taking care of everything, like these scenarios don't work. Because I'll be damned if I'm paying for bills and I'm working and you're out fucking bitches, I will be damned.
So,
okay, but if you're taking care of me,
break all your clothes,
you're
burn
more
them,
accepting if he's taking care of you,
No, of course,
but
you
you
can't-
know
you
that
can't-
he's cheating on you. So how does that make you
Yeah.
feel, knowing that another woman is always going to be around and always like, she can't take your place because she's going to be a side bitch, obviously, but
and that's where it comes. That's where the difference lies with men and women. Okay, it's because she'll never take my place. I know that I am the loved one. I know that I am his. I know that he loves me and he cares about me because I'm the one he's taking care of.
what if y'all are
He
married?
might sleep with one girl for one night. Whatever. Men are men.
Men are men, aka creatures of polygamous nature. However, society has switched it up and legitimized female promiscuity.
And Justin Waller, I just saw a video of Justin Waller the other day, and what he said perfectly, I feel like explains this. He was like, if I could look at the woman that I love and be truthful when I say I only want to be with you and sleep with you for the rest of my life, I wish it were true, but it's not, because men don't think like that. I will always, no matter how much I'm in love with my woman, I will look at other women and think you're hot, I want to fuck you. And that's just how men think. Whether you're at this value or this value, like of status, it doesn't matter. They all think the same. But I think the higher value people have a better chance of doing it because they're probably going to be a little more open about it, and also like you're going to be secure, like financially, emotionally, like they're going to be taking care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's if we're struggling financially and you're out spending your money on other bitches, like now I'll be fucking damned.
It's still emotionally damaging to
Let me say
like, go
something.
through that.
If there's a guy who's a loser and he's not setting these boundaries and he's cheating on you, that's just a weak dude.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a guy who's built up his life to a certain extent and he lets you know up front, hey, from time to time this may happen, that's a completely different story.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're talking
and knowing
about.
about it. It's not like they're sneaking around your back or anything like that, you know, and lying to your face. I think if they're lying to your face about it, that becomes an issue. And that's where emotional damage and trust issues come in.
That's the way it is. Women want communication skills? Great. But if they don't like what they hear, sorry, not sorry. They can go and get another man. Let's check some comments. Lady in white with the white nails is a beauty. She was one of the most articulate women to be on the panel all time. She was outstanding. She truly gets it. Eventually your main chick will get old, then the high value man will dump his first chick and get with the young, hot, new number one. That's the way it is. Ladies, if you aren't okay with a guy looking elsewhere, then your best option is an average or average plus guy. It's not impossible to find a real top value guy that will be monogamous, but you'll need to be a genuine feminine, low body count 8 or 9 to get a sniff of that guy, and saying you're a 10 indicates you're probably a narcissist, which means you can't be more than a 5. To wrap up this video, check out this clip.
I was wondering, would I get a discount for being the guy you cheated on your husband with?
Can you excuse me for a second? What are you doing here?
I had a hearing in front of the judge this morning. It didn't go very well. Why did you lie to him?
I'm sorry.
I mean, I recall you being tipsy that night, but I'm finding it hard to believe that your memory is so cloudy you forgot I sent you home in a cab.
After humiliating me.
I was the perfect gentleman.
Yes, exactly. I fall all over myself making a pass, and you do the right thing and send me home.
I'm sorry you felt humiliated, but I told you I don't sleep with married women.
Right. The moral code.
No? It's too big of a pain in the ass, as evidenced by my experience in court this morning.
Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.